So do I have this guy up here is kind of hiding behind the building?
He's at the edge of the building. He's actually more hiding from these guys, so you've got a line of sight on him.
Okay,
You know,
then
he was popping around the corner to have a go at these, so you can sort of see him from where you are.
Gotcha. So I'll mark him as my target, and yeah.
Let me try and figure out which number fighter he is.
Fair enough.
I should have given him names. You didn't do any damage, did you, Cain? You just scared them.
Correct.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit.
That would hit.
All right. That's 12 damage.
Wowza.
Yeah, I'm like a cannon.
When you fire an arrow.
What? Right, exactly.
Yeah, so your arrow flies, it hits him square in the shoulder, knocking him sort of back against the house. He sort of turns to look at you.
I give him finger guns.
You do what to him?
These are for my benefit, by the way.
Finger guns?
The number that just appeared below this one.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we can't see that.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, cool. Good.
Yep.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, that's I'm good.
Torb, you're up.
All right. Right, so I can tell these guys are frightened, right?
They look frightened,
but
you know,
right.
One of them's just really ugly. You've got to know whether he's frightened or that's his normal face.
And his name is Jed.
He walks around like that.
Yeah. All right. Let's give them something else to be frightened about.
God.
It takes his pants off.
The two in front of me.
Yep.
I'm gonna use Burning Hands.
Okay.
They have to make a dexterity saving throw and beat a 14.
What class are you?
A fighter who can use magic.
Isn't that just a paladin?
Nope.
Okay.
It's an Eldritch Knight.
I will be with you.
All right.
That's one of the boost things for fighter. That's right. Yeah, you can take that route instead of like the fighter route.
Yeah, or it's like soldier.
I had to say no to Mystic because I just didn't know anything about it. Okay, so what were you doing? Sorry, you were.
I gave you the whole guide on Mystic.
Yeah,
yeah, you did. Burning Hands, Dex save of 14.
First one fails. Second one fails.
Nice.
There you go.
They take 3d6 damage. Is 11. Both of them.
Okay.
Let's see. So let me mark that.
I got my numbers wrong, for fuck's sake.
I am going to as a bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind.
Okay.
I roll 1d10 and add my level. How many hit points I get back.
Okay.
Very nice. Get 9 HP back. And that is my turn.
Okay. These guys are both still standing. So, Cain, just going back to your spell. Is it against disadvantage against attacks against you or attacks against anyone?
They're frightened of me, so it might just be against me. But I'll leave that to the
creature has
discretion.
disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is in line of sight. So they're going to attack you, Cain, with disadvantage.
Okay.
Scott, with Burning Hands, the fire ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Okay.
What's the house made out of?
Or
the
the
house-
trees that we're in.
The house
Yeah.
is made of wood, as is the tree made of wood. With that being the case,
How
Make
what's
it-
the
what was
what's
the
the range
save?
on this? Is this something that explodes one way, or
I pushed it towards them.
because I'm assuming
So-
they technically would both be in front of you towards the house, not necessarily behind the
Yeah.
tree.
what's the what was the save? Was it a wisdom save?
It's a dexterity save of 14.
So the house has to dodge it.
They both, as they reel back in flames, they start to feel like the side of their arm getting warmer as they're both pushed against this house. One of their backs against it. The house just engulfs as well. They take more damage from the burning house at this point in time. The bushes you're
Yeah.
in seem are close to the house, but at this moment in time, they don't seem to have caught as the house begins to ignite and the flames begin to engulf the house. You hear the screams of 100 young children. No, you don't.
You caught the orphanage on fire.
Yeah.
Torb, you've just had your go. These guys still standing. They're going to attack you. Just bear with me. Do they take a damage at the end of their turn for being on fire? Is that a thing, or is that?
It's up to you.
It depends if they're burned, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess
'Cause
realistically, if they're still standing beside the house, we'll say they take more fire damage.
Yeah.
But they take disadvantage attacks at you, Torb. First one with a 9. Second one with a 15.
15 will hit.
That's 6 damage.
Did he? Wait, it's
Disadvantage.
disadvantage. So yeah, you have to take the
Yeah.
9.
Yeah, no. The first attack was a 9. The second attack was a 15, as in the
Yeah.
two different people.
He rolled them.
Oh,
I rolled
okay.
twice.
You rolled both
Yeah.
for both. Gotcha.
Read the lowest. So the second one is, did I say 6 points of damage as he slices across your front of your armor.
All right.
These
Poor
guys at
kid
that point,
rolled well.
these guys at that point start to move away. So you get an attack of opportunity on both of them
Nice.
as they move away from this burning house. Fires generally burn.
Generally.
First one is 11.
11.
No, it would be 12.
11 hits. 12 hits.
Alright. And the second one, same thing.
Okay, that hits as well.
First guy takes 13 damage.
Okay. He as he turns to run away from you, you slice or you stab your halberd into the small of his back. He kind of just takes another couple of steps before he just drops to the floor. Deed.
Pretty sure the
There's another
second
one
guy
with
is
10
dead as well, with 14 damage.
Second guy doesn't even get the opportunity to turn round. He literally, you can see in his eyes he's about to move, and you swipe it back and slice right across his throat.
He
as he
impales
just-
one guy with the halberd and then uses him to beat the other guy to death.
Oh god.
Pretty much.
Okay. At that point, the Lotus are going to continue to take.
Glad I
shots-
scared those two.
take shots at you. So this guy still peeking around the corner here. He's going to fire back at you. 25. As you
Makes sense.
fired at him, he rolls an 18.
That will hit actually.
5 points of damage as an arrow flies towards you, hitting you in the thigh, the inner thigh.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah, you look down, you just see an arrow poking out your leg. This guy here, Cain, is going to fire an arrow at you, seeing what you've just. Oh no, this guy succeeded his check, didn't he? Yeah, so he's seeing what's just happened. He's firing at you. He rolls a 21.
Yep, believe it or not, that does hit.
Does it?
I don't believe it.
I don't
5 points
either.
of damage as an arrow hits you in the chest again. You look down. You've now got a number of little piercings. As
Oh man, I'm like Boromir.
Yeah.
This guy over here pops his.
Yeah, I do my rebuke on that guy. I
Okay.
just shot, which is also my last spell.
Is there a range to it?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Then you're in luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's at level 1, so blammo.
Nice.
So that damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's 18 damage.
So what happens in this rebuke? Is it sort of what? Tell me what the spell is or what you
Is
do.
it the fire thing again?
Oh, this is the one where I have to do the dex save. Okay. So if I
Okay.
yeah. So it's gonna be half if he survives. Or if he
Dex save, what's he hitting?
Yep, I'm checking that right now. I keep going down when I have to scroll up. 14 is what he has to beat.
He fails.
Okay, then he takes 18 damage.
And what happens? Tell me
Uh
what I'm seeing.
I point at him, and then he is engulfed with the flames of the underworld.
Same flames again, this time rising from the floor. There's sort of a dark black flame that engulf him. He manages to sort of fight it off, sort of patting it down as it dies down. You can see he's burnt to a cinder. His face is sort of slowly sliding away from his skull. He looks properly upset and sad.
That's enough to make anyone upset.
This
You
guy
would
over
have to-
here is going to fire at you, Jesse.
Okay.
He only has a short bow, so he's got disadvantage. He rolls a 12.
No.
Okay.
That would have hit me.
You don't have studded armor.
I don't have armor.
At that
weird.
point, another guy moves up, standing at the edge of this building. And another one pops up here, no line of sight on anyone, so he's going to stay sort of glued to the edge of the building. We are back to 25.
All right.
I'm going to cross out my old initiative because I might get confused and read from that.
That's fair.
I'm going to take a step forward so that kind of blocks this guy's off. He's got to like step around. And attack my hunter's mark target dude guy with a 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Yay! 11
Christ.
damage.
Okay, the arrow pierces right through his center of his skull. Just drops to the floor.
I think that got my point across.
Yeah.
And that's I think that's my turn.
Okay. Torb, back to you.
All right. Is this guy still alive or is he dead?
He's still alive. Just
Okay.
his face at this point has more or less moved off his skull.
He's the one we'll keep alive to
Yeah.
interrogate.
He's like, you know, the scene of
Good call.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they're all melting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
His face is a bit like that at this moment in time. He's got 70 hit points left.
And then he turns into a white wolf.
That
I
guy's
didn't know this
dead.
guy was dead. Okay.
I
Yeah,
guess.
sorry.
Yeah, Jesse killed him. Oh,
That guy is definitely dead.
All right. Going to. What? Yeah. Move up to this guy. Right here.
Right here.
Right here.
Okay.
And going to attack him.
Okay, so you're using the extra range of your weapon.
Yep.
Okay.
Got a range of 10.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. 14.
That will hit.
All right. Oh, I rolled a d12.
You got 14 on a d12.
Yeah.
Well,
Rolled
now
a
you got
d20, got the
20.
same thing. All right. Let's do some damage. Gonna be 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to I'm going to use my action surge and do magic missile at them.
Okay.
All 3. Action surge lets me do another action.
Okay.
I'll be right back, fellas.
No problems.
Is a total of 7 damage.
Okay. So you poke him with the very end of your weapon, and then quickly pull out a wand. 3 missiles come flying out of the end of it, all hitting him. He seems to take it. Now he looks at you a little displeased. Current situation. And then it's the Crimson Lotus's turn. This guy sees you, Cain. Sorry, Torb. Cain. He looks at Cain because he's the one who made his face melt. And he knocks another arrow. Fires it at Cain. Gets a 17. Does anyone know if that hits?
Pretty sure. I'm
Cain
guessing.
We're pretty sure it's a miss.
Cain takes 5 points of damage from this arrow that again pierces this time into his abdomen. This guy is going to move into the same square as you, Torb, and have an attack at you. It's a natural 20.
Okay.
That misses.
First one is hold on. So that's 8 points of damage as he slices his sword across your face, leaving a scar down your cheek.
Not
You took,
too
you took
bad.
5 points of damage, Jordan.
I took 5.
Yeah. The man whose face is melting fired an arrow at you.
Do you think I'm out of spells, or do you think you'd have learned not to worry about hitting me again?
Yeah.
25. This guy moves out in this direction to get a shot at you. This time he's not at disadvantage because of the range.
Right.
However, he does roll a 2. Arrow kind of stops on the floor just before your feet.
By about 20 feet.
I pick it up and knock it.
This guy moves up to the edge here and is going to take a shot at you, Cain.
Okay.
Rolls a natural 1. His
I
arrow.
think that's the first time anyone's ever missed hitting me.
He knocks his arrow, he pulls it back, he fires it at Cain, and it stops on the floor just before your feet. 25.
I pick it up and knock it, so I have 2 arrows knocked. Double attack.
This guy over here is going to run in and have an attack at you, Torb. He was hiding down behind the house just down here.
Yep.
He rolls a 17.
That'll hit.
And it's 4 points of damage as he slams his sword into your buttock.
Sure.
You smile, your wry smile. As this guy approaches the edge of, you probably won't be able to see him. This guy is a giant ogre. No, this guy approaches the edge of the building, knocks an arrow, and rolls a 20 to hit. You, Torb?
Yep.
And that's
There are
4
many more
points.
people here than 8.
Yeah.
4 points of damage as it flies into your calf. This one.
Okay.
And now we're back to Cain.
Okay.
There are many more than 8.
Huh?
There are many more than 8. You're correct.
Yeah. Okay, I can get there. So I'm just gonna run up there and keep fighting alongside Torb.
Yep. have any healing, that would be great.
For you and me both, brother.
Yeah.
That's why the main thing I can kind of do right now is just try and do as much damage as possible and hope to kill them so that we can hide and get healed up. Because my healing attacks aren't that great. I can heal you 3 health. Actually, I can't use any of those anyway because I'm out of spells.
Oh yeah.
And our bard has all of our potions.
That is true.
Alright, I'm just gonna
I do have a healing spell though.
Cool. I'm glad you're right here with us to give it to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's I think it's a miss. That's 10.
That does miss.
Well, I'm screwed. Sorry, buddy.
25.
All right. Well, my new target is the guy whose arrow I have currently knocked.
Okay.
And I'll take a shot at him.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So he takes 11 points of damage from his own arrow.
He looks down and engraved on the shaft. It's like little Johnny. It's the arrow his mum brought him as it's sticking out of his lung.
Aww.
She should have got him a bigger arrow.
Yeah, right.
Or a better son.
Yeah. That as well. And I am going to kind of make my way this way.
Okay.
So I'm behind this house-ish.
Okay. Torb, back to you.
Okay.
If you have like some sort of self-destruct, push me out of the way first.
I have opposite of that called
Regenerate?
No. It's called Blade Ward.
Oh.
Which yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that the opposite? Self-destructing?
Kind of. It till the end of my next turn, I have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. And then Scott, with my bonus action, can I hit one of them with my hammer?
No, it sounds like you'd have to. Are you casting Blade Ward?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to, put one weapon away, get another one out. It feels more than a bonus action to me.
Oh, my camera was slowly rising on me. There we go.
But then I'll just attack the guy that I already attacked.
The guy.
Yep, the guy.
Okay, so the one in front of you.
Uh-huh. Gonna be 10, which I believe misses. Or no, that'd be 12.
Okay, that hits.
Nope, wrong dice.
It's gonna be
7 damage to him.
Okay, you angry that you're clearly suffering in this battle. You ram your halberd forward straight into his belly, straight through the other side, and you sort of throw him sideways off your weapon. He be deed.
Nice.
Good. If he'd got back up, I would have been worried.
Although I can't pick him up.
I noticed.
Okay, so he sort of slides off the end of your weapon, bounces across the path. At that point, Torbs, at the corner of your eye, you spot a well. In the center of this town, a stone well. Just sitting there in the center of town, and you feel a rage growing inside you as you see it, and you see that the crimson lotus surrounding you. You feel just this rage start growing inside you. Okay.
Yep. Don't know how long that's gonna last with 7 HP.
Well, it's the Crimson Lotus turn. They are going to
Kill
Take it.
both Torb and me.
Take an attack at you, Torb. This
I
one
think he's got
here.
Blade Ward.
This
No,
one
I
here.
couldn't use it.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
He rolls a 6.
That misses.
Okay, this one over here, whose face is now pretty much down. His eyeballs are basically at his chin. Still somehow managing to fire arrows. He rolls a 1.
I mean, somehow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which, to be fair to him, just managing to knock an arrow and fire it is pretty impressive based on where he is. This guy at the top up here is going to fire at you, Cain.
Can he hit me behind this house?
No, probably not. So he's going to move up to
Where he
here.
can't hit me behind. Okay. Did he just duplicate? Oh, okay.
The only way I can get them to stand
He's
somewhere
split
different in the
into
square
two.
is if I paste them.
I see.
Mitosis.
He rolls a 4.
Hey, you missed.
They're all having a particularly good go.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
The
This guy's
D&D
gonna move
gods are
up
with us.
and fire at you, 25. This guy over here.
All right.
He rolls a 19.
That
I keep
hits.
forgetting that's a field. I keep thinking he's covered behind that.
4 damage. And this guy is going to move up here and fire at you, Torbs. And rolls a 5. That's the end of their go. You jammy fuckers.
Nice.
Thank God. Thank God.
We still have
As
a
you-
lot to do, though.
As you
We
hear
do.
that, you hear another 15 men.
The portal opens back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
They forgot something.
One of them blows like.
So all 90 of them come back to get it.
Yeah.
It's one guy's jacket.
Yeah. No, they forgot their weapons.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Big town.
In the interest of fairness, so you guys can see that there are no more Lotus hanging around.
How do we know that? You know, you can put items in DM mode. That makes them
Oh
invisible
yeah,
to
good
us.
point. Yeah, sorry. I mean, in front of you, there's no more, but hiding in these bushes that you've been standing on,
There is 20 people in each house.
17 wolf
Yeah.
spiders.
Cool. Can I catch one of them and make him
Speaking
my
of which,
friend?
roll me 1d6, 25.
Oh yeah, you're on the burning house.
Take 4 points
4.
of burning damage or fire damage as you stand against a burning building.
You had to question that strategy.
I mean, to be fair, I can't make it burn, but if I would, you probably wouldn't have stood there, so unlucky.
I mean, you can probably put a marker down and then give it a burning thing.
Don't worry, buddy. I'm on it. I got this.
Oh boy, I can't wait for this.
Was it the Lotus's turn, so it's your go, Cain?
There you go.
Nice.
Okay, this is a camouflaged house.
Yeah.
Well, it turned it back to green on me.
That's fine. We know that this house is on fire.
Okay.
The question becomes: Is the roof on fire?
Not yet. Just you.
Fair.
Is the guy right like here?
Yeah.
Let me click. The top guy. Is he up on this box or this box?
He's in this box. Hold on. He's in this box because he had to move. Oh no, he's in the same box. He's essentially in the same box. Let me move him so you can see him.
Okay.
He's in there
Okay.
because he had to move down to get a shot at you two.
All right. Crap. I don't have any spells left, unfortunately. Oh wait. What about my other move? Because I don't think that's actually a spell. That's just part of me being me.
Your divine smites and
You
stuff.
sense no undead.
No, not that.
Oh right, sorry.
I'm moving up to where these guys are, and I use. What?
Are you gonna take an opportunity attack?
Oh, is that guy still alive over there?
This
Yeah.
guy's still alive.
There were 2 guys with us, Jordan. I killed one. There's still another guy.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know if he was just duplicated.
No, it's just
All right,
that
well
one guy.
then for now I shall wail on this guy.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Did I hit or did I miss? What I roll? I'm
2.
definitely gonna miss.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
that's
don't
7
get-
total.
Okay.
Oh, there's 2
Anything
crap
else?
turns in a row. No, that's probably pretty much it.
25. You're up.
Okay.
I
Which
will
one
just-
of
I will
these?
just preempt you because it wasn't clear. If you end your turn standing next to the fiery house,
Right.
you'll probably.
Right.
it.
Well, I just didn't realize that was the one.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. So which one of these two friends looks more worse for the wear?
Probably Kyle.
Who has lower HP?
I think Kyle.
I'm
Huh?
at 7. What are you at, Jordan?
I am at 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I
How many lives
will.
left.
I
No,
will
my
cast...
maximum health is 30 and I've been hit 3 times.
Give me a sec to find.
And there's 4 guys around us. 5 technically.
Yeah.
One has got
I'm-
a face.
That is true.
It hasn't given him any disadvantages.
Well, he didn't fire its arrow properly.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on Kyle.
Okay.
He
Cool.
gets back 6 points of health.
Awesome. Thank you.
6 HP
Congratulations.
to you, my friend. And that's considered an action, correct?
Mm.
It should say
Yeah,
action or
yeah.
bonus.
It's an action.
Crap.
That's considered an action.
So I am my turn is done. We are all piled into this nice square. It's like a little orgy. No, you know what? I have a movement left. I'll move to the next square over.
Aren't they going to attack you?
No, because he's still right. I'm still right next to him.
Attack of
We'll say
opportunity.
we'll say you've moved in there, without breaking distance.
I thought that
between-
was 10 feet away now.
It is, but we'll say for the purpose of this, you kept within range to.
Yeah, I wasn't trying
Still-
to get away from him.
We'll say essentially this: you're still within range of him. He's still within range of you. Just to
Right.
spread it out so we can actually see who's on the screen.
We also
That's what I
just
was kinda
moved there so
going
that
for.
Kyle and I'd be the one to get shot by the 4 arrows.
In fact, what I'm
Oh,
going to do.
I wasn't even trying to hide behind the building. I could be on this square here, or just this
I don't
little area.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's fine. This guy here is going to swing at you, Torb, being the one. Oh no! It's going to jump on top of you. 25.
All right.
Start
It-
gyrating.
It didn't like that he moved.
He's going to attack you, Cain, with his sword.
Oh, me? Okay.
Sorry, Torb's. He rolls a 19.
I'll hit.
2 points of damage.
All right.
This guy over here is going to move up and into the same space. He's going to attack you, Cain.
Wait, where's he at?
He's moved into the house. He's essentially standing in the house. But
Okay,
He's
okay.
standing beside you. It's just the only place I can put him. So,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
know he's within range. He rolls a 6.
Hey, missed.
Nice.
This
Yay.
guy is going to once again try and fire his arrow.
Is
He's
this
really
the Burning
struggling.
Man?
Yeah, this time he's got disadvantage because he's like struggling to grab an arrow. He's struggling to put it in the. He rolls an 11. I don't know if I said who he was firing at.
I don't think it matters at that point.
He'll hit me if he hits me, or if he shoots
Yeah.
me.
He was firing at Torb, and it was an 11.
All right. Yeah, that misses.
This guy is going to take a shot at you, Cain. This
Oh
guy-
no. He'll
this
get
guy
a
over
nat
here.
crit 20.
17.
No, it still hits.
Close enough for Cain to it.
6 points of damage as an arrow hits you in the small of the back.
Okay.
And this guy is going to move up to. Oh no! I made him bigger again.
Did you? Oh, there it is.
You did. That like 1 second lag or 2.
He
Yeah.
turns into a dragon.
This is the boss.
It's just a normal person, but he's 50 feet tall.
Yeah.
One hit still kills
He's
him.
going to move up to here and fire an arrow at your backside. 25. Rolling a 14.
No.
Okay. We are back to Cain.
Oh boy. Well, I can't use that attack right now because it'll affect you guys as well. So I'm just gonna try and attack the guy down here that's already a little hurt.
And what attack were you gonna try and do?
My necrotic shroud.
What one are you attacking? Are you attacking
The guy that's hurt that's lower.
this one?
No, the other one.
This one?
Yeah.
Because
The one that Kyle and I were fighting prior.
okay,
The one that's taken the most damage.
I roll.
Rolled an 8.
That's 13.
13 hits. Sorry.
And
Nice. 1,000 damage.
I wish. That's I guess 6. Oh wait, I add my strength to it, don't I? So 6.
Okay. He still he takes it. He's still standing, but he looks a bit worse for wear. Like he's got a giant axe wound in him. 25. Back to you.
So rules clarification. I don't know if it made it into 5th edition, but
It did.
about ranged, well engaged.
Disadvantage, I think, is the answer.
Oh, but it's not an opportunity attack.
No, just disadvantage.
If you're using an arrow, if you're using a bow at melee range, it's disadvantage.
Oh no,
if
what
you-
I'm trying
if
to
you
do is bow attack someone not in melee range. But
I think
if
it's still
I'm
disadvantage.
Yeah.
engaged. All right.
Mhm.
So then I'll just stab the dude that they have previously damaged a bunch in the face or back of the head, I should say, because I think facing the other way. Either way, that's a 13.
That hits.
Right.
Good,
and
'cause
then-
there's too many freaking bad guys around here.
As you stab the dagger in, your mind flits away for a second to a bard that you know who's currently waiting in a long line with a lyre out, just plucking some strings, and then your dagger sinks into his back.
6 damage.
A little bit harder than you normally would, right into the spine, right in the back of the neck. Drops to his knees, drops to the floor, dead.
Nice.
I'll have to remember that for inspiration for her. And if it comes back. That's my turn.
Tor, back to you.
All right. So attack the dude that's still there.
Okay. I'm just going to move this one for now because I can't see what number he is.
That's fair.
That's gonna miss with a 9.
Yeah, you turn around, swing at him, and actually you almost catch Cain as he's still sunk his dagger into the other person. Just sort of whizzes past his face. The Lotus are going to take a go. This guy here, after watching you stab his friend in the neck, is going to draw his sword and swing it towards you. 25.
Okay.
He rolls a 17.
That'll hit.
3 points of damage.
Right.
Blade slices across your chest. This guy over here is now on his knees, face kind of looking at the floor. You can start to see it's like skull, essentially. You get the feeling that he's going to bleed out anytime now, but he manages to knock one last
please
arrow.
hurry up and do it.
And he fires at disadvantage at you, Cain.
He'll still hit. That's fine. It'll get 220s.
For mocking him.
And
a-
melting his face.
10.
Yeah, it's a hit.
And you take 4 points of damage as an arrow again into your chest. You're basically like a pincushion across your front now, where there's just holes.
It's
where
really
you've been
you're
you're pulling arrows out of you, but they're just there.
Are you knocked out or are you still good?
I'm good. I'm still alive. That's what you're
Alright.
asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't
So
say good.
This guy, seeing that, inspired by his almost dying friend, who at that point drops to his knees dead. He's literally just every last bit of his body gives up, but he watches that last arrow fly through the air straight into you, and that was enough for him to drop to his knees. You look over and you see where his face would have been. It's almost a smile you can make out. This fella is also going to attack you, Cain, and he rolls a 19.
Yep, that's it.
5 points of damage.
That's close. Okay.
There's another arrow. As you're pulling this one out of your chest, another one appears right beside it. It's like a scene from Monty Python. And we're back to you, Cain.
Oh boy. All right.
Oh boy.
Let's just wail on this guy next to me once again.
Okay. You look at him. He looks in pretty good shape, actually. For
Good thing, because I missed.
The mess around you. He kind of, you feel like he's the fresh one to a fight. And as you swing, he kind of just moves out of the way. That was it. He kind of looks at you with a smirk on his face.
Well, I mean, I do have like 12 arrows in me.
25, you're up.
All right, I'm going to kind of, still being in the same square, I'm not actually moving. It's kind of more flavor. I kind of like shimmy my way back around to kind of behind Cain, and I just kind of, I pat him on the back, casting...
Your hand comes through his front, your fingers poke through in front of his...
He gets stuck to 8 arrows. And
yeah, right. He gets back, Cain, you get back 9 points of health. 9
Thank God, because I had 1.
I was going to say, you probably had 1.
And again, that was after 2 attacks.
Oh, I know, I've been counting. No, I haven't. Okay, Cain, that was your 25, that was your go. Anything else?
Yeah. No, I can't really move without getting an opportunity attack, so we're good.
Torb, back to you.
Okay.
Please kill everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna hit.
What are you doing?
Attacking the dude in front of us.
Oh, the dude. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That hits. The dude.
The dude.
10 damage.
Okay, you know where he was looking pretty good, and the smirk on his face, that kind of goes as this long polearm pokes into his face. See blood start pouring out of his cheek.
Neat.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, no. Yeah.
Cool.
It's my turn.
You as you poke your halberd into his face, he grabs hold of it and he's going to try and stab you with his sword, leaning towards you. He rolls a 12.
Yeah, it's gonna miss.
Just with the range, he can't quite get close enough. As he swings the sword forward, it stops just before your midriff.
That's like the thing of somebody using their hand to hold the little kid's
but
head.
the opposite,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but the opposite.
This guy here is going to fire another arrow at you. No, he's not. He's going to move up, and he's going to attack you. 25.
Mm-hmm.
And he misses wildly. You get the feeling
How's your health looking?
Not bad, actually.
Yeah.
I'm
you get the
good.
feeling he was better with a bow and arrow than he was with a sword, and this was kind of maybe him getting
I know the
bit
feeling.
too into, a bit too into it. This guy over here is going to continue trying to pepper Cain with arrows.
Yeah.
And he rolls a 20. He rolls a 20, not a natural. He rolls a 20. And you take 5 points of damage as you're looking down, assessing your wound. And another arrow just pierces your. This time a little bit lower, just above your belly button. Have you got a belly button?
I've got a second belly button. What do you mean you have a belly button?
You're from another place.
Yeah, but it was still a human mom.
I
had to have the umbilical cord.
I don't know how these things work.
Okay, so the umbilical cord.
There you go. No, I know how that bit works, but I don't know if it works for whatever you are. Cain, you're up.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna try once again. Hit the guy next to me.
Can I just point out, this is the person who decided to play a healer class and is whinging about hit points.
And the ranger is the one healing everybody.
Paladin isn't a healer class.
Yeah, not really. They can be like off healer.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's not even built to be a healer class. It's built to be somebody that can get like slight health perks.
You missed, by the way. You're too busy contemplating whether you should be a healer class or.
No. Well, see, I think the other big issue is the fact that the DM won't let me get armor.
It's a world. You could have negotiated. You decided not to.
I know, because the last time I tried to negotiate, you're like, oh, it's 5,000 for something that usually costs 20.
Not everybody is the same on this planet. You should know that by now.
Then it advises you with a backstory.
Of red circle clones come in to fight.
25. You're up.
I'm attacking. You know, which one looks worse? The one who has my hunter's mark that just came up, or the guy they've been fighting?
These two here look very similar.
They're very similar. All right.
Yeah. Jesse's character becomes Zenyatta.
This one over here looks all right, actually.
Yeah, he hasn't been hit at all.
He's swinging his bow around. He's sort of leaning on it like that at the back of the fight.
Yeah, right. Like stretching a little bit. Yeah. All right. So I'll attack one of these guys. I'd say the left one. Why not?
The one between you and them.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works for me. Doesn't matter though, to be fair, because that's a nat crit fail.
You drop your dagger.
Fair enough.
And it sticks into my stomach.
Hits the guy in the foot and kills him. What are the odds?
Torb, back to you.
All right. Swinging my halberd at the same guy.
Okay. That hits. 16
Nice.
plus whatever.
Yeah. For 8 damage.
Okay. You turn. You see the corner of the well at your eye again, and it fills you with some fuel. And you swing the side blade of your halberd straight into his stomach as you pull it. Intestines start pouring out. Right next to 25.
Lovely.
Nice.
Watch the shoes.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Just bear in mind these two are in the same square as you.
Oh, Jesse and the other guy are?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it's
didn't
just
have, we didn't have
All right.
room to put them in the square.
Yeah, You know what? I will risk it and move over here.
Okay. He seeing you go to move, he swings his sword at your back, misses, and drops his sword.
Good crit fail.
Yep.
Now it's a
Hell
boxing match between him and 25.
Except I have a secondary dagger. Ha
I haven't been attacking with a bonus attack then.
What?
If you've been dual wielding, why haven't you attacked with both of them at each turn?
Because I don't dual wield. I just have a secondary one.
Oh, okay.
So these guys are going to have a go. He, you know what? He looks down at the two weapons, looks up at you, and then swings for your face with an uppercut. And he crits.
Well, Jesse, at least you've been feeling good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a 1d4 times 2, so.
Well, it's halved.
Yeah,
1d4 half.
So he does 4 damage as he smacks you in the chin. You feel your teeth hit each other, and as your mouth is sort of a gasp, feel your lower jaw crash into the top of jaw. Blood starts to trickle into the inside of your mouth as he grins at you.
I'll spit the blood in his face, giving him disadvantage.
This guy over here, he looks at Cain, and you can see that he's enjoying picking Cain apart with the arrows, but seeing that this fella has just appeared right beside him, he pulls out his sword, moves closer to you, Torbs, and swings, missing wildly. You can see that this man is more accustomed to using a blade than, sorry, a bow and arrow than he is a blade. He
Nice.
regains his composure as he focuses back on you. Cain, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna try and help get this guy off. See, because this man's
Yeah,
obviously a professional boxer.
I'm just going to move him down here so you'll know that he's there.
Yeah, I believe that's a hit.
Nice.
That hits.
It's a 19. All right. I get to use my whatever
Reroll
thing
it.
to re-roll it. Yeah.
Good thing to have.
Well, we're all hoping this is the one.
Yeah,
Ooh,
right.
I definitely wasn't hoping that. That's 7 damage.
Okay, you are fed up. You are bleeding from the chest, from the stomach. This
I
man
have
is
27 arrows in me. I look like Sonic the Hedgehog.
You
Yeah.
literally grab your axe and just swing it as you do right into his chest, and just opens up this blade, this cut, and you see like ribs and lungs and all of the innards as he just drops forward onto your blade, falling forwards as you pull it away. Deed as a dead thing. End of your go.
I point over at the last guy and I tell him that we just killed 11 of his men. And I tell him he can either die here or be our prisoner.
Roll intimidation.
Yeah. +6. It's 11.
Okay, you get the feeling that you were having some kind of impact while he was looking at your face. He then looks down and sees just like blood and holes in you, and that kind of reaffirms his belief that he can finish this fight. But you get the feeling that there was something there until he saw what kind of state you're in.
Well, I mean, there's a dwarf right there by him with a halberd, but alrighty.
Yeah.
Guys can't say I didn't give him the chance.
Are we trying to keep him
You did.
alive?
Probably.
Yeah.
That'd be beneficial.
25, your turn.
I mean, he hasn't. I don't think that guy's been hit at all.
Has he been hit at all? Like,
He
like
looks-
how does he look?
This is the guy who was leaning on his arrow, on his bow, whilst the fight was going on. He looks pretty good. I think if he looked at Cain and then looked at himself and thought, you know what,
I can
Well,
make
you
all
know,
3 of these guys.
any-
11 of us.
A cancer patient looks better than Cain does right now. So I mean, all right.
Actually, that's not saying much. Cancer patients generally don't have 13 arrows in them.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's very true. All right, I'll move out to here. So if I yell at him, that's just
you can
to intimidate
interact. Yeah, you can interact as a bonus action essentially.
so I
Also,
have an
generally
arrow now.
conversing can
Yeah.
happen at any time, even if it's not your go.
But you have 6 seconds to get across what you're going to say.
Yeah.
I'm just saying last chance. And
Okay. Roll
Gonna
me
give it-
a. Are you trying to intimidate or persuade?
I am totally
sounds like
trying to
intimidation.
intimidate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, if you have a bow up somebody.
6.
Wow.
Again, he kind of just grins this time round. He's, he seems like he's willing to take his chances.
All right. Well, he is now my hunter's mark, and I want an arrow between that goddamn grin of his.
Okay.
So in his mouth.
12.
That hits.
11 damage.
The grin disappears
Nice.
somewhat as he dies. No, he doesn't. He still standing, arrow poking out of him. He kind of pulls it out, throws it on the floor. Still
Starts doing the dinosaur.
staring at Torbs, who's standing right in front of him. And it's your turn, Torbs.
Nice. Take a swing at him.
That hits.
All right. Do some damage.
Non-lethally.
I get to re-roll that. Great weapon master.
Oh, nice.
Yep. For 7 damage.
Okay. From what was a man who was pretty confident in his position, he doesn't look so confident anymore after taking a halberd and an arrow sort of to 2 varying positions in his body. The grin's completely gone. Eyes are bloodshot, blood pouring out of him. He's going to turn and take another swing at you, though. Torb.
Sure.
And he rolls a 15.
That'll hit.
And he rolls 5 damage.
Okay.
So stop talking and fight me. And now it's back to Cain.
I swing at him.
Okay.
Man, I really couldn't decide where I wanted to go. That's what, 12 or 11, whatever it is.
11 hits.
Yeah, you rolled a 6.
Yeah, okay. So 11. Hey, I get to roll again.
Nice, good
That's 11
reroll.
plus 3.
14.
Okay.
Yeah, time's up.
Yeah.
And I turn him into a fart.
What did you do?
I shoved a whoopee cushion into his face. Yeah. So is this him dying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I hold it up and I go straight down and I just freaking split him this way.
Nice.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of him shooting 56 arrows into me and then not listening.
Okay.
I would
So-
too.
He drops to his knees, he drops to his back, and his sort of face kind of opens, and then his chest opens up. He lays on the floor. He gets back up. He
What?
he's done for.
Okay.
And you are all out of initiative.
Okay. Now let's take all their stupid patches and crap.
Yeah.
25. Roll me some perception.
Well, sweet.
You're also muted.
Oh shit! 6 total.
You see an army of snakes.
You see a purple
Yeah.
thing start to grow. No, you look over at the fire, and you can't quite make out what it is, but you gradually edge a little bit closer. And as you get closer, you start to see legs, arms, faces. As this fire is burning, you realize that this fire is made of is essentially a collection
Pyre.
of people.
Yeah, so it's a pyre.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Are there
I
any
shake
patches
my
in there?
head, turn my back.
What was the question? Sorry, Jordan.
If he saw any patches in there.
You can't see any. This looks like the bits that aren't burning quite as well. Bearing in mind this fire's been burning for since you were a few miles out of town. You can see that there's some people been dumped on and on. They look like sort of the bits of material that haven't burned, like commoners' clothes. But this fire is well and truly underway.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't relay any of that information about it being a pyre. I just internalize it and walk away.
Okay.
And yeah,
Um,
so I mean, obviously, I'd be curious if he saw any or found anything when he went up there.
It's just bodies.
All right.
So they were burning the dead bodies of the village.
Looks that way.
That's my belief.
Bastards.
Agreed.
Well, you've got a lot of heads to start smashing, Torb.
Oh, indeed I do.
There's one you definitely haven't got to because of the. Anyway, you can pick up his face if you really want to.
You mean the
one I
skull?
turned to ash.
Yeah. Yeah, and the ash one is okay.
The one I split in half will be pretty fun, though. You can hook them back together.
How you guys
Oh, yes,
doing?
right, the ash one.
Taking, I guess, all their sigils
Okay.
and I guess
And
I
looting.
guess it's loot time. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, I mean, you
Well-
saw pretty much what they've got. They've got armor, but you're essentially cutting the centerpiece of that
Yeah.
armor out, making it pretty worthless. There's short swords, bows on most of them. You saw most of the weapons, same weapons as you picked up in your very first encounter. You know, they look okay. They don't look anything special. You know, you pick up a handful. It's quite a lot to carry. You can load them onto the back of the wagon, but you know, it's sort of a collection of short swords and bows seems to be the main.
Well, luckily, I know all the blacksmiths that love all these short swords.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say you collect 1, 2, 3, 4.
I counted 12, unless I'm...
there's 12 corpses, but one of the guys got scorched to nothing.
Yeah, so you pick up 11 insignias. You pick up 7 swords, 5 bows.
What type of swords? Are they all short?
Just short swords, yeah. They all
Yeah.
seem like a stock issue type weapon that
Yeah.
as you look at the blade, you can see the center of the blade is like an engraving of a lotus.
Oh, neat.
Oh. I was going to say, yeah, I'll take the swords as well. It has engravings on it. Or their engravings.
As you walk around some of the houses and get a look, you can see that most of them have been turned over. Most of them
Lighthouses.
look like there was families living in them. There was people living in them, but they were living a fairly simple life of working the land, as a community, and all seem to be surviving on the earnings of taking the pigs to Idreware.
Isengard.
Is Torb doing the smashing and such?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Really hate the Crimson Lotus. Then, and when
He
you smash...
collects their weapons.
No, I mean, when you smash the head in, there's no way they're coming back.
You didn't meet Kern Skinner.
Actually, I'm gonna, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna head up here near where like the portal opened.
Okay.
And see if there's any like trace of it on the ground or anything. See if there's
Roll investigation. Torb, as you get to the guy whose face is gone,
Uh-huh.
you roll him over. Skull is there. You can still see his chest expanding and contracting.
So he's still breathing?
Looks that way. As you look at his body, though, his eyes have been burnt. His tongue is
Mm-hmm.
burnt, and he's bitten it as he's been desperately fighting with this, this burning to him. He doesn't look like he's got long left, but he seems to be breathing.
I'm gonna call Cain over.
Okay, 25. You look. There's sort of a scorch mark. You get the feeling that that's what these portals leave.
Gotcha. So there's no like it's just soot.
Yeah, just
Not
sort of even probably not even that, just a burn mark across the floor. Looks like there's sort of traces of a yellowy powder. Looks like sulfur maybe. You pick it up, smell it. It smells a bit of eggs. You can't really, but just without knowing too much about magic, but seeing a different portal at some point, you get the
Gotcha.
feeling that this is what they do when they are, when
Okay.
they're used. This was far bigger than what you saw at Kern Skinner's house. This is big enough and lasted long enough to transport 100-odd troops.
Okay.
So we should have totally just sprinted for it and jumped in.
Yep.
Okay, can you hear Torb calling you?
Yeah. So I go over and see the guy that's not hurt near as bad as I am.
So his face is like melted.
Well, so was the other guys, but he took like 8 more shots on me.
Yeah. So, Cain, this guy's still alive.
Surprised we didn't get 25 over here to use his healing powers.
I'm out of spells.
Me too.
Also, you don't know if that would repair the damage that has occurred.
Uh-huh.
No, but
Probably
it's
not.
usually it's a general rule of thumb that it's worth a try.
Not
Yeah.
even not. I'm guessing 1d8 plus 3 does not heal
Do
face.
we know
damage.
restore tongue?
Yeah.
I get that next
Mm.
level.
All right.
What are you doing?
I mean, what can I do? So the guy can't really talk, right?
You haven't asked him any questions.
He said he didn't have a tongue.
You haven't asked him any questions.
And Cain, you said you wanted to interrogate one of them, so I just
Oh,
will
is
give
this
it a shot.
Is this a Lotus member?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was a civilian.
No,
Okay.
this is
This is the guy whose face is burnt.
this
Yeah,
is the guy who was shooting his arrow without a face.
Oh,
Uh-huh. This burnt guy.
nice shot. And then I just
No
wait to see if he says anything.
No reaction at all. Literally, in the state he's in, all you can see is his chest moving up and down. You know, there's no eyeballs. Can't move any of his face because there's no muscles or anything around the tendons around the jaw. Sort of just hung open. You can see a stump of a tongue where some of it's been burned, some of it's been bitten.
Well, good luck. Kind of a challenge to talk to. I'll let Torb go ahead and give it a shot.
I mean, I'm not going to talk to him. I'm going to smash his head in.
You didn't hear him say that.
Okay, roll to hit. No.
He dodges out
Okay.
of the way. Boss fight.
I tell him if he can still hear me, he needs to say something, or else I'm going to have my compatriot here smash his face in.
Which I'm pretty sure he heard me smash the 2 faces that are next to him.
No reaction.
Well, I tried.
Yep, you did. Well, did hear you say you wanted to interrogate, but guess it didn't turn out too
Well,
well.
I don't know if this guy can talk, or
Yeah.
if he's just ignoring me.
Roll me an insight. No,
Oh,
roll, me,
Intimidation. Okay.
roll me a perception.
Okay. I think it's a pretty good one.
This guy's
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing he can do. You look down at his hands, and they are just clenched into fists as he's fighting this pain. Just you get the feeling that hit him in the face with a hammer would be the nice way to go.
Are you sure you want to smash his face just yet?
Nope.
Gonna let him sit for a while. We can bring him back in the wagon.
Pretty sure the bumpy road will kill him.
Man, what a way to go. Bumped to death.
Yep.
He was killed by a gravel road. And not from like an accident or something.
Yeah, not like Minecraft accident.
Yeah.
Those are the worst.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them and smash the rest of the heads if they haven't been
Okay.
smashed.
Okay, so you walk over to the next one. Still just watch as his chest goes in and out as you then slam your hammer down onto the next one's skull.
Yep.
Anyone doing anything else?
Yeah, as we're leaving, I go ahead and just give him one quick stab through.
Okay.
Probably through the head.
Okay.
No, I'll rolls.
Okay. So as you guys finish up here, you don't need to roll to hit or anything.
Oh, okay.
As you guys finish up here, you all sort of head back to where you left the wagon. Cain, you go over to the body. You put your hands on the base of the skull. And you push your knife in through the eyeball, and you hear like a crispy noise. Obviously, as more parts of the inner skull have been burnt, you're piercing through this burnt flesh, skin,
That is one of my favorite
brain
onomatopoeias.
membrane.
Squelch.
Yeah, and as you pull the knife out, there's blood, there's grey brain matter, there's ash, essentially, almost sort of burnt flesh on the blade as you pull it out. Breathing stops.
No, I guess he passed away when I leave. Act like nothing happened.
Okay.
And as I walk by, I tell Torb his skull's his.
I'd still leave it alone.
Okay. You guys go back to the wagon. Anything else you want to do here?
I mean, so our original objective when we came was to make sure, or to see what was going on, and to check for any animales.
Yeah. So the initial mission briefing was that this town usually delivers pigs,
Domesticated animals.
to the town every single day. You haven't seen them for 3 days or so.
And we haven't seen any animals here, correct?
Roll me. No, you've not seen anything. You've not seen. The only thing you've seen is this pile of corpses in the middle of the town on fire.
And our new pile of corpses.
Yeah. 25, when you looked, they were all human bodies.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind taking a look around the town for animals or...
Okay, roll me some perception, anyone who's having a look.
Yeah, I mean, that's what
9 total. Look for animals or maybe companions of sorts.
Pretty much anything.
Okay, as you walk around the town again, you sort of pop your head in houses, seeing if there's any survivors or anything. You can't see anything. There's blood on the streets where people have obviously been murdered as they're dragged towards this fight. You see like sort of foots. You see feet desperately trying to stop themselves as they're being dragged towards the center of the town. There's clearly been struggles all over the place. As you approach the edges of town, as you get up to the northeast, you get towards the town gate, you see 2 children laying in the street with 3 arrows sticking out of their backs of each of them.
Okay. That's a question.
Clearly trying to run away and were stopped mid-track. As you look around the fields, as I said before, you can clearly see that livestock has been living in these fields up until recently. There's fresh dung, there's food in troughs, there's hoof prints all over the place. It's clearly been lived in, but no signs of any animals. You see muddy footprints leading out this way of the town.
Which way?
Which way?
Out northwest.
Oh, northwest. Okay.
Northwest. All right.
As you look down to the northwest, you see it leads, sort of meanders down quite a way, but you essentially see the sea from this point of view. Looks like a number of animals have been shepherded down that direction.
Surprised they didn't use the portal, but all right.
Same, actually.
Yeah.
But I've got a point. Well, everyone sees the animal trail leading off that way?
Eventually, you're all sort of walking in different directions, having a look around, but you're all kind of, based on the fields that you've investigated, you all come to this point where these muddy hoof prints eventually lead to the same sort of place.
And you say we can see the sea from where we're at. How far away is it? Can we see details?
No, from the distance you're at, it's maybe half a mile or so, but because of the angle, the sort of drops down towards a sort of a decline towards the shore. You can see the horizon. Roll me some perception. Bearing in mind it's still night as well. You get the feeling if there was a ship out there for you guys to see, you'd see lights on it potentially.
Gotcha.
Can't see anything.
Even with our dual 19s.
You just can't see anything.
That's fair. I say maybe we should camp here for the night, or
Agreed.
find camp
Maybe
somewhere.
not.
Maybe one of the
here.
houses.
One of the houses might be a
Just
good
find
idea.
one kind of in the middle that we can maybe kind of, put some fortifications in, lock the door.
Okay, so as you look around, this
plenty to choose from.
This building here looks like some kind of official town hall or something along those lines. It's only got the one way in. It's a large building. It looks like it's been completely done over as people have gone in and thrown everything on the floor. But it definitely looks like you can fortify it. However, it does have a lingering smell of burning flesh.
I mean, that's gonna be anywhere if there's a pyre that big in the middle of the town. That's
yeah.
That's gonna permeate a lot of area. I say we go for it in that one.
Sounds good.
Yeah, one way in.
Okay.
No way out.
So you all head in there. You kind of find spaces where you can to move some of the crap that's on the floor to get spaces for sleeping, for trancing, for whatever else you're doing. What else are you doing? Are you going straight to bed, or are you?
I'm going to bed. I don't know about everybody else.
I mean, I'll keep watch while I'm trancing, type of deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus, your trance doesn't last as long as our sleep.
Right.
Bearing in mind, it's sort of it was midnight-ish when you arrived because you pushed on through. You're getting towards maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. It all happened very quickly from what you saw, but there was a period of time before any fighting started. Period of time where you've been looking around, so maybe sort of 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You go to bed.
It's like 11.
Roll me some perception. 25. Oh, actually, no, you'll be trancing, wouldn't you? So it'd be your passive perception.
Which is
probably better than what you rolled.
13.
Yeah. Okay. You hear footsteps leading up towards the building. You look out the window. It looks like it's mid-morning or getting towards that, sort of maybe early morning, sort of 9 o'clock, something like that. Yeah, maybe sort of mid-morning. It's sun is properly in the sky rather than rising. But you hear noise and footsteps to the side of this house, to the left of this house. So out here.
I will slowly but quietly try and rouse them. Those two.
So he puts his hand under our blankets.
Did you
and
say
arouses us?
Yeah.
Arouse them.
Arouse them.
He did.
I mean, we all know I have to take care of the early morning handies, the wake up handies. I mean,
but yeah, he's trying to rouse us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not arouse.
So Scott, we had our full night's rest.
I don't think so. I think it was cut short, wasn't it? Oh.
What time did we say? We said 2. No, so this is still a couple of hours too early for you guys.
Okay.
So are we not healed then?
Nope.
Not yet.
Did I get full trance though?
You did, yeah.
Yay.
The one that didn't freaking need it.
Hey, now I was out of spells. Now
Cool,
I have
then heal us up.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Like I said, I wake them up and let them know that I hear footsteps outside, and then I want to stealthily kind of look out the window towards it.
Okay, roll me some stealth. What are you two doing? You've just been woken up.
I'm
by a hand under the
annoyed.
duvet.
I'm annoyed that I was 1 more hour away from going from 5 health to 30 health.
Agreed.
I go
Time
back to
waits for
bed.
no man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It wasn't
you're gonna stay in
8
bed.
total.
I wake for no man.
Okay. What are you doing?
All right, then they sleep.
So- You staying? You rolling over, putting the duvet over your head, or are you?
Fine, I'll take a little sneaky peek at what's going on out there.
Okay, roll me some stealthing up as well. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a... Are we stealthing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stealth look out a window. Because I'm guessing that's what we're doing.
Okay.
I
So
think 15?
As you peek out of this window, you see a man dressed in normal clothes, fairly poor clothes. As he's walking down the road, he's got a female leaning on his shoulder. You can hear her crying as they're walking towards the center of the town. As they reach the center of town, as you look out of the windows leading to the front, you see that the fire is now died down, and all you can see is charred remains.
Unarmed seems, or
Looks that way, yeah, from what you can see.
I'll tell them to stand down and go back to sleep.
You woke us up for this.
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry. And I
Check.
head out.
And I'll go and lie back down.
I'll head out the door.
Blindly
Okay.
accepting this couple as innocent bystanders, that'll be perfectly fine.
I'm gonna sit down and have my back up against a wall, not doing anything, which will in an hour give me my full rest.
Right.
You don't actually need to fall asleep, you just need to be doing nothing.
Okay, 25. Did you start moving the stuff you barricaded at the door? This couple turn around, look fearful. They see you and look even more fearful.
Yeah.
The man sort of pushes the female behind him, starts backing up.
I show my hands in a form of, I have no weapon in my hand.
He's like, what happened here?
The Crimson Lotus is what happened.
The what?
Some gang.
I'm trying
Something.
to sleep.
He turns around. He's still keeping his eye on you, but he sort of peers down. He sees these red-cladded bodies
Missing their sigil.
with
Yeah.
a cut in the middle of their chests, and then no skulls, essentially, or smashed-in skulls.
Yeah. No, they're like pancakes.
Yeah.
We
There was a giant here as well.
we took care of them, but we were too late to save the town. As far as we can tell.
He sort of nods at you. They quickly go scurrying off to this house here and start looking in. They see the same mess that you guys have seen in each one of these houses. They start calling out to Nora. No answer. Female just drops down to her knees. The man is sort of hugging her, crying her eyeballs out.
Now, at this point, what's the status of the pyre? Like, is it out? Is it?
It's just smoke and charred bodies.
I would assume that would still be burning because that's.
It's smoke. It's charred remains. It's sort of, there's the odd. You can see embers sort of glowing, but for the best part, it's out, and you can clearly see that there were still some bodies in this. In terms of they're burnt to a crisp, but you can make out that they are remains.
It's probably like the center of it is still going, but the rest of the bodies have
Right.
like covered it up.
All right. So I'll
There's still a horrendous smell.
Right.
Right.
So it's kind of unmistakable. So I don't even really need to point it out to them. That
It's kind of unmistakable if you've smelt it before, but as they walk past, they
I
sort
just
of-
mean the pyre in general. You can tell.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of walked between a collection of burnt bodies
Mm.
and some bodies with their faces caved in. And you get the feeling that these people have never seen anything like this before.
I know. I'm surprised they came back to the town. You just saw the black smoke and all the white corpses outside the town. It's like, nope, and turn around and just
Yeah.
leave.
Right.
Yeah. Especially the mess that we left.
I'll leave them to their grief, but I'll stay standing outside the building with an eye on them. I don't, I'm not gonna mess with their grieving, but I'm not gonna not watch them.
Okay, you keep an eye on them. They literally sort of sit on the doorstep in the end. He's got his arm round her. She's crying her eyeballs out. He looks very solemn. There's, clearly grieving for a loss of someone or something.
Nora, I would assume.
Sounds that way. Well, you guys still resting?
Yeah, we gotta wait for a couple more hours.
Okay.
We had an
So I'm
hour
just letting
left.
25 do the rest of what he's got to do with these people.
Yeah, I mean the rest of the time drifts on. They still sit there. They stand up. They go into the house. You hear them. The female is kind of writing things that are in the house, moving them back to where they should belong, and the man is sort of just leave it. She doesn't seem to listen to him. She's sort of pushing shelves back up. She's putting pots and pans down, clearly trying to clear up this mess.
Right.
Nothing else seems to happen. No one seems to wander into the town. It's starts to drizzle a little bit, putting some of the fire out a little bit more, sending some more smoke up into the air. But a couple of hours go by of you sort of loitering, watching. They don't seem to want to leave, but at the same time, you get the feeling that the man doesn't want to remain here.
Right.
You get the feeling that the female is just trying to keep busy with something. And that's pretty much it. A couple of hours goes by. You guys all of a sudden feel all right.
We feel awake and
You feel
recharged.
You look down, Cain. There's still some divots in your chest, but they, for the best part, they seem to be healing pretty well. But you can clearly see like a number of puncture wounds across your chest.
It'll just match the others.
You do tend to get shot a lot.
He's only met you yesterday.
And in the time he's met me, I've been shot 13 times. I'm like 50 Cent.
Yeah.
50 copper.
Yeah, right.
What are you guys doing?
Waking up.
Yep.
Okay. So you come to, you reach into your bag, you have a little bite of sort of rations, etc., just to wake you up in the morning.
So do you
25
still think we're spies?
25 comes back with a boiling pot of coffee that he'd boil on a fire. You're not sure where you found a fire in this location. No.
Not sure you want to know.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's a fire that's marked Nora.
Nora coffee.
Yeah, right.
You were asking a question, Cain.
Yeah, if Torb still thinks we're spies. Oh, I gotta do it in my sleep voice as well.
Yeah.
You still think we're spies?
That's the same as every other voice. It's like me
No,
and my
it's usually
DMing.
like this. Now it's in there. You have to have harassment or you just wake up. It's like Bill Clinton.
No, you guys are good. After what we did last night, you're a spy. You're really good.
It is like Bill Clinton.
What did you do last night?
I did not have. Oh.
His perception is quite low, actually, while he's trancing. So you two could have done anything.
There was a cigar involved.
25 woke up and he looked like a Christmas tree. Also, the fact he trances even more helps solidify the fact he's becoming Zenyatta.
Yeah.
He heals. He has his targeting, which is basically Discord Orb.
Yeah.
Whilst
He attacks from
Torb
range.
Hammerfist sits in the group quietly.
Yeah. I'm Reaper.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Who wants to be a Reinhardt?
What's happening?
That's actually true. I'm a Reaper that wants to be a Reinhardt. That's a very valid metaphor.
Yeah. I mean, you have the axe. Now you just need the armor.
And he wants to be a holy warrior. He's just kind of having a little bit of trouble there.
Happens. Do we want to check out the sea or head back to town?
Actually, I'm curious why with Torb's hatred of the Red Lotus, why it's so heavy, so blinding.
They pretended to be soldiers in our little village. They one day came in, said they were gonna be over a hill doing stuff. We just thought, you know, it'd be training or whatever. And a few weeks passed, winter was approaching, and they were, you know, started asking us for a bit of food, which, you know, we graciously gave them.
Turned out they were White Walkers.
Hasn't come yet. Then about another week went by, and they just started demanding more food and money for protection, which of course we did at first, and then
Sounds like soldiers to me.
I know, but you know, we were a small little farming village quite like this, and one day our elder went to talk to them to ask them if he could leave because, you know, we wouldn't survive the winter, and when they started lighting everything on fire. And when I went to go and help from fetching water down by the lake, the explosion knocked me into a well, kind of like I point to the well that's over there. So,
Just for the record, as Cain walks to the door and points to the well, he also looks to the left where he sees just the charred remains of a house over here that he set light to as he's telling this story.
So,
It's poetic.
Yeah, had to be in that well while the entire village was slaughtered.
How'd you get out?
Like poetry.
Alfred the butler.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of bats flew around him.
Yeah, I eventually climbed out, and then a actual army came and brought me in, and
Bat Torb.
yeah. When I decided, you know, be a soldier, kill some Red Lotus. So, you know, being a dwarf, it's don't have that much of a reach, but with a halberd, can definitely reach. And magic helps as well.
With arrows, you can reach even further.
Oh man, I didn't realize 25 was part of the conversation. Welcome back.
Yeah, but with I guess you can reach with arrows, but with, you know, arrows there's
I
a
can't.
limited supply.
You can't cave people's head in.
That's true.
Opposed to
Yeah.
our 3 magical uses.
Yeah, I mean that's why I have the hammer.
You also have throwing stuff, don't you?
Me?
Yeah.
The hammer is a throwing hammer.
Anything else happening?
I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah. So what's your guys' story?
Kind
I
of
looked
glance
at-
over 25.
I looked at Cain first.
And I look at 25 because I'm curious.
Well, somehow I found myself being captured by the Crimson Lotus, and thrown into this plot. Not sure.
And there were
And
side
cut.
quests.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what they're up to, but
Join the gang.
they need to be stopped apparently.
Similarly, I woke up in a prison next to him, and I point over at 25.
All right then. Do we
So,
want to
Yeah.
head towards the sea to check out there, or head back to town to report what we've found /done/?
I mean, we're gonna have to head out to sea eventually, so I might as well do it while we're here.
Yeah. Now
Okay,
that's
so you
day we can actually see the sea.
walk down. It's a nice walk, apart from like the stench of burnt flesh still drifting through the air. As you walk down towards the shore, it sort of jaggers down as a path that leads all the way down to the edge of the shore. Some wooden sort of jetties that lead out. You see some pig shit. It's pretty much all you do see. It's a few bodies down here where where ships have arrived and people's throats have been slit, etc. But
Well, this is a nice sightseeing tour.
So
Yeah.
they can move via teleporter that can move hundreds of people, but they took ships.
Maybe the portals don't work with animals.
you get bacon the other end.
Yeah, right.
Why- Then why didn't they teleport into the city at first, though, and then bring the ships?
Well, from what I can tell, the only thing they used the ships for was the transporting the animals.
Except for the throats of those people who were slit down here, which means they must have arrived here for their assault. And we never saw any other
Yeah.
scorch marks from a secondary portal.
So what they came in
True.
with the ships, put the animals on the ships because I guess herding the animals were too difficult for the portal. Unless the
Who knows?
portal has a limited time.
Fries the shit out of them.
Well, I don't know if there's anything else we can really do down here. So I'm going to go ahead and try a perception and see if there's anything I can do down here.
Okay.
That's a 19.
There's
Nice.
nothing you can do down here. No, you wander around. It looks like there's been a struggle. There's a few sort of there's a couple of just little small houses down sort of near the shore. You get the feeling the sort of the port master had been sort of down here. There's a couple of just of men in normal attire, both have their throats slit. There's a few smaller vessels, that you see, sort of 2-men boats and fishing boats, some nets and stuff. It looks like that's something else that this town does, being this close to the sea, goes out and catches fish. There's nothing obvious, one thing you do notice is that there are, on a number of these jetties, there are some large wooden planks sort of pushed off into the water. So it looks like that they were used for boarding. But you can't really see anything obvious other than certainly the pigs came this way. Certainly there was a struggle on the beach, and that it looks like they were on a, they boarded at the docks or at the jetties.
All right. Well, I guess we don't really know where they went from there, so we can't get in the boat and
Yeah.
chase them.
Yeah.
So I guess we head
back
back
to
to the cart, head back to town.
Sounds like a
Do you
plan.
want to check on that couple one last time before we go?
Probably should.
Okay, you wander back through the town. You go past the remains in the center of town. You still hear pots and pans being clattered around. At that point, the man is sitting on the step with his sort of head in his hands as this woman is out of sight in the house. Sounds still very similar to the noise and the commotion that you left when they headed out of town.
I offer them a ride to the capital.
The man sort of looks up at you, a bit taken aback actually upon seeing you. He's like, no thanks. We're from Braston, just down the road. we came to visit Nora, my wife's sister, saw the smoke, and obviously agreed by you guys.
And now robbing her. Oh.
He kind of leads you away from the house. It's like the only way that I think she can deal with the grief is to be busy. But, and he looks over at the ashes as you guys approach the main path again. He looks over at the bodies and he sort of looks at one where you can clearly make out a face, and you just sort of see tears start falling down his face. Where it looks like he was trying to hold it together as best he could up until that point. As soon as he sees these bodies, and it's sort of the realization hits him that that's probably his sister-in-law, or could well be. You just see him kind of lose it a little bit as well. He kind of turns away, and as he does, he sees a collection of bodies, heads missing. He's like, I've not seen anything like this before. Thank you for doing what you've done, but he kind of just shrugs a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of nod. I don't really have anything else to say to it.
You get the feeling that he hasn't got much to add to it, based on where he is and what he's seeing.
Well, it's also one of those things where I wouldn't be able to necessarily connect on an emotional level, so I just kind of give him a complimentary nod of acknowledgement.
Yeah, you get the feeling that this is alien to everything his life has been about until this point.
And I just kind of make sure his town is safe and all this other stuff as well. That there aren't anybody wearing red Lotus or Crimson Lotus. So
he's like, no, the first thing I heard of them was when you guys pointed them out to me. We all seem to be, because we're this close to the capital, we always assumed we were safe.
And I show him the sigil and like the emblem and make sure it's not familiar to him at all.
He takes it from you. He looks at it. He's shaking his head before he sort of wipes the tears away from his eyes. He looks at it again. He's like, I've never seen it before or heard of them before.
All right. And I, take it back and tell
Yeah,
him that we have to be on our way.
He nods. And
I offer him a little rations, as it were.
He kind of holds his hand up. He's like, we'll be heading home soon once she's done. And you see him slowly start marching back towards the house. Not in any rush to get back there.
So I'll make sure you head back, before nighttime comes, and we didn't kill all of the Crimson Lotus here, so more might come back.
Okay, he nods, and he disappears into the house, and you can hear
roughly 86 more.
Yeah,
you hear the back end of a conversation.
I think we can take them
about leaving. But that's kind of it as you carry on walking back the way you came towards where you left the wagon. All done?
Yep.
Okay. As
so.
you get back to the wagon,
Jesse, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
I wasn't talking, and I wasn't muted.
I saw your mouth moving. So...
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, go on.
As you get back to the wagon, there's 25 steel crates. No, you get back to the wagon. It's
why am I a steel crate now?
The horse is the horse is sitting by the side of the road. Looks hungry. Looks a bit sodden because it's been drizzling for the last sort of 2 hours or so. Kind of looks up at you lot. Doesn't really show much emotion, like it's happy to see you or anything.
Hey, it was the one with the crap-faced grin when we went out to the stable earlier.
That's because there was no chest in it.
Yeah.
The cart.
You don't put the chest in the horse.
Oh, that's our issue.
Put the horse between the chest. What? Okay.
I've seen a video about that one.
Daniel Radcliffe's in it.
You guys get back onto the wagon. 25. I'm assuming you're.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll drive.
I mean, animal handling.
That is.
I feed the horse, by the way.
Okay. It's very nice of you. 13.
Okay. It takes you about 6 goes at turning the horse round in some kind of 3-point turn motion in this quite small little road. Eventually, you manage it. You guys head back towards the city. It's about 11 o'clock at this point, 12 o'clock. So you're kind of going to be arriving if you push through same sort of time as you arrived here. You know, you're pushing into the wee hours of the morning. I presume you carry on going as best you can.
Yeah, I would say so.
You see a few people heading sort of down towards Aston. You see some people heading off into different places. Again, the road starts to get busier.
We're nice enough to warn, or at least I am, to warn everyone
Yeah.
on their way
Yeah.
there that Aston's been overrun.
A lot of them look very shocked by the information. Again, you get the feeling that being this close to the capital, they feel like they've got this right to be protected.
Net of security.
Yeah, you head back sort of down the main road, get to the crossroads, head north back towards Israelware. As you do, you pull up at the gates. It's midnight-ish. You pull up. There's a couple of guards on the gate. There's another collection of guards dotted around near and around the gate. What do you guys do?
Wave to the guards and tell them we came back safely.
Tell them that Aston's been overrun.
He's like, "Who are you?" Oh, hold on, it's you. Wagon over there.
Park the wagon.
Yeah. So
And I just go straight to the.
It's way too late to his bedtime. It's like, that'll be 2 gold, please, mister.
I just roll my eyes and walk towards the barracks.
Okay.
Yep, same. I'm going straight for the person that hired us.
You guys walk in.
Yeah.
As you're about to push on the door, one of the guards walks over. He's like, "Hold on, what are you lot doing?"
I hold up a
doing.
sigil. I hold up a patch.
He's like, "Wait here." He goes indoors. Couple of minutes go by. Eventually, he comes back out and he's like, "Lieutenant, I'll see you now." And you go in. You now familiar path to his office. You walk in. You open the door. Sitting at his desk in like a nightgown with a hat on that sort of is protecting.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah, pretty much protecting his hair perfectly. He sits down at his desk. He's very, very tired. Kind of just, you can tell that he's grumpy because he's tired, but he's also a little bit agitated by the fact it's you lot.
I'm also grumpy.
He's like, "What did you find?"
What's your name?
What did you find?
Aston's been overrun. The people slaughtered. The domesticated animals have all been taken. The animals appear to have been taken via ship. The Crimson Lotus, who did in fact attack it, the ones that we didn't kill, escaped through a portal.
There were a lot of them.
And I don't think 25 gave the full description of what they were doing or what they said to me, so I wouldn't be able to explain that part.
You can see that at this point, he's actually, for the first time, he's paying a lot of attention to the words coming out of your mouth, whereas previously...
I figured this time it'd be important to actually regale the tale.
He's kind of got to a point where he's not really paying attention, whereas now he's very much as alert as he can be for this time in the morning. He's paying a lot of attention to what's coming out of your mouth. He's making some notes. He's like, how many people were there?
We killed 12, and in total, I think there were 98.
Sounds about right from what... It's about what 25 said.
Okay. Did you see anybody who was leading them? Did they, were they all armored? What did you see?
There was a big 25. Dude.
Oh yeah, there was a very large man.
Yeah, he had on a helm with horns.
About 8 feet tall.
And he was standing with a mage of sort, the one who I believe conjured the portal. Seemed to be his right hand.
Sorts. Okay. What else happened? So what happened when you got there? What did you...
There was a major pyre with most of the civilians burning, the rest, lying dead in the streets.
You see as he's writing, as you mentioned that, his hand comes to a bit of a stop. All of them.
All of them.
There were no survivors that we saw.
None.
kind of.
Some were across the road who were trying to escape. And
Others down by the sea.
the rest were in the pyre.
Men, women, children.
There's kind of just silence from him for a second as he's looking at you guys.
And our well-scripted story.
You can see him thinking, should I be taking this to the captain right now, or should I be sitting on it until the morning? You've never met the captain, so you don't quite know the man he's dealing with. He's like, you're not going to be staying in the Giddy Pickle again?
Should be.
Okay.
We did bring back the patches, but we also noticed that they're branding their swords now with their sigil.
Okay. I've got to take this to the captain. Can I come and see you in the morning? I'll square you up. I'll take the rest of the statements, but I need to let the council or the captain
And the money for 11 emblems.
It's fine. We'll get it all sorted out. We appreciate the work that you guys are doing, and this information is huge. The animals. Do you say all of the animals are gone?
They appear to have been taken by boat. Yes.
Yep. We believe the boat is how they came, and then they left through the portal.
Okay. Well, we'll send some men out if we can. I'm sure that the captain will make sure we've got men to spare, so we'll send some men out to look around. Did you see anybody else in the village? There was no survivors, nothing?
There were villagers from out of town.
Was a couple from
coming to visit.
Couple from Brasta.
Okay.
Coming to visit family.
You see him nod. He's so thank you so much. Your chest. And he looks at you, Cain.
Yes.
Haven't heard anything about it. And this grin appears on his face. He kind of rips off this piece of paper.
How can you be smiling in this type of situation? My chest is gone.
He heads off. He heads off out the back. You hear him shout to the guards. You hear men sort of groan and slowly stand, getting dressed. You guys sort of shown the door as he walks out. I'll see you in the morning in the pickle. We'll talk about this. I'll let you know what the captain says. Also, I've spoken to him about the information you guys brought to me. First of all, we'll have a chat about that, and I'll pay the bill. Anything else?
Great.
I mean, if they're not buying the emblems or anything yet, I guess that's pretty much everything.
Yeah, you get a feeling he's being very genuine.
I agree.
The paying of the bill.
Said he'll buy them in the morning.
Of the guards here, this is the one that seems the most not worthless.
Yeah. As you leave, you can see that some of the men are being called in from outside. You hear lots of men desperately trying to get clothes on. Inside the barracks, there's people whinging and groaning, and there's still snores coming out of the room as you guys head out. You can sense as you walk out some of the guards who are standing outside giving you some evils that you've just walked in there, and now they're all being ordered around whilst they've been leaning on walls and stuff, doing very little. I take it you guys head in to city?
The pickle?
Yeah.
Is that where you're heading?
I'll head straight to the pickle.
If you get to the pickle, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. As you're getting there, you can't really hear any noise from the pickle. Very, very quiet.
That'd be terrifying if it did.
As you open the door,
in your butt.
as you try and open the door, it's locked.
Of course it is.
25. What'd you do?
Yeah, 1 second. We're closed. We're closed.
Why are you closed? You're an inn.
We're past closing time.
People sleep here. It doesn't close.
But people who are sleeping here are already here.
Come
back in the morning.
Wait, I thought you guys said you had rooms here for the night.
Was there a question to the voice behind the door?
That
or-
was kind of like out loud to them. That like I thought you guys had
Thought we
rooms
had
here.
rooms put aside for us.
We're your paying customers.
Hold on, and you hear like
12 locks.
You hear like
Yeah.
a wooden object dragged across the floor. You hear footsteps, and you start hearing chains and locks and latches be undone. You hear footsteps back down, and
The ladder or
the
stool.
ladder moved again, and then you watch as a handle lower than you were expecting slowly pulls back, and the door opens. Looking up is Jacinda looking squarely at you, 25. She's wearing like this nightgown. Her hair is a mess. She's holding like a candle. So, oh, it's you lot. Sorry.
I just
didn't
walked
realize-
past.
She kind of, you brush into her as you walk past. She kind of takes a nudge backwards. She kind of looks at you. For
I
the
actually
first time,
apologize for that one.
but for the first time in any kind of work capacity, you can see that there's the smile is broken for a second. It comes back. She turns back to you. She goes, "Sorry, I didn't realize you were staying tonight."
Yeah, well, we just got back into town.
Okay. Have you been somewhere nice?
Um,
She hasn't paid
It's
any
nice.
attention to you whatsoever, Torb.
Yeah.
Cain, you've walked off.
it's much nicer here. I'll just say that.
There's a big grin appear, and she's not sure if you're flirting or not, but she starts to blush. She
Yes, I will
ushers
say
you
this.
in. She
Place does
looks
look
at you.
quite nice.
Sorry.
Place does look quite nice.
She goes, "Oh, thank you very much. I'm Jacinda. What's your name?"
My name's Torb.
It's very nice to meet you. Do you need a room?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so she sort of slams the door. She moves the ladder back. She runs up the ladder. She's doing the bolts again. Slowly climbs down the ladder, moves it back out of the way. She runs round, disappears behind the bar. Then you hear like another ladder being moved. She runs up the ladder, appears at the top of the bar. She's like, "Have you still got your keys?"
Out of game, I don't remember.
You
Okay.
should.
If we,
You
Yeah.
didn't give them back. You didn't give them back to her, and she didn't ask for
That's
them.
fair.
But the fact that you hadn't returned, she just made the assumption that you weren't
Okay.
appearing. She's like, do you want to square up the bill now, or do you want to sort it out in the morning, or?
I do believe they will be paid for in the morning by the captain of the guard.
Okay,
Or
that's fine.
lieutenant. I think it was. Yeah, we met with the lieutenant.
Yeah.
Okay. She reaches down. She looks at you, like she trusts you. 25, and she reaches down. She finds a key. She puts it on the desk, pushing it towards, or the counter, pushing it towards you, Torb. She goes, "Yeah, your friend is already upstairs. She was drinking by herself last night, but it's nice that you guys are back. Let me know if you need anything in the morning. Yeah, do you want a drink or anything?"
It's appreciated, but sleep would be nice. Thank you very kindly.
No problem. And she smiles at you, slightly less of a smile at you, Torb. Cain, are you still hanging around, or
Yeah, I took
Yeah,
my key and went up.
I'm just kind of like in the background.
kind of a forced smile for you? She's like,
I just
"Night,
kind of
night, my
glance over there,
loves."
sort of, kind of looking past her.
Sleep well.
You too. She blushes a little bit again.
So you think my character seems broody, but if he had a leather jacket, he would have been loved in the 80s
Hell yeah.
and
So
What about
Totally.
what about the 800s?
in the
AV.
50s.
Same thing.
Aviator glasses, like
Yeah.
You guys go off to bed.
Yep.
And I also tell the tale to Sarya, just so she's all caught up with what happened.
Okay. I mean, you go to her room.
she's sleeping.
So she's been drinking; she'll
Oh.
be fine.
You bang on the door. You bang on the door. She's like, "What?"
Thanks for helping.
Night.
I wait about 20 minutes and I knock again. Night.
20 minutes. Wow.
Yeah. I just sit there and I wait.
You
Just till I
hear-
know she's asleep again.
Roll me some perception.
I want to know when this damn talent show is so we can show up and for her.
Pretty good perception if I do say so myself.
You don't hear anything.
For a second, I
No.
thought that was a 17. It slowly drifted to a 3.
I don't hear anything. She must have died. And then I go to my room.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys all go off to your rooms. You go to sleep.
Scott, you might want to move your camera a bit. Your face is like half there. There we go. Or you are leaning over.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You go to sleep. The next morning comes around. Now you're getting used to this. A similar hum, hustle, bustle from the streets below as the morning slowly drifts around, starts to get busier and busier. It's sort of 11 o'clock or so when you wake up, sort of proper, and head downstairs. Place is starting to get a little bit busy. There's a few people coming in. There's no sign of Sarya. Knock on a room door, no answer. She's not in the bar when you go downstairs. When you do get downstairs, your favorite barmaid is there. She's like, "Hi guys, drinks, food."
Sure.
Yeah. Let us
Yeah, that'd be
break
great.
fast.
Okay. She's like, she shouts out the back for the first time. You hear her raise her voice, and she sort of shouts down the. So there's like a door to the left and stairs behind the bar. She shouts underneath the stairs essentially. A few minutes go by. She comes over. She's like, "Oh, police. The city watch was here for you. At 9 o'clock. He knocked on the door. Said he'd come back."
I need food first. I haven't eaten a day. I gave my food to our horse.
She kind of just looks a bit puzzled by it.
This is the first time I've ever said yes to eating the food. No effing me.
1 minute. Is it? What would you like?
Something edible.
That's good news because that's what we've
Preferably
got.
not terrible.
You see her jump off of the bar and run out the back, and then she comes running back and runs up the stairs again. She's like, "Did you want any drinks?
I'll take some ale.
Surprise.
What kind?"
Well, it's got to be freaking pickle ale, right?
Yeah.
She turns her head sideways. She's waiting for we got sweet, we've got dark, we've got what we got citrus. What do you want?
What the heck is dark pickle ale?
I'll take sweet.
Okay. And she looks at 25 and smiles, and then runs off up to one of the kegs, grabs a tankard and starts pouring it. And this slightly caramel color looking cloudy ale starts pouring out. She comes running back and she puts it down on the table. That'll be 1 gold, please. And 2 for the room last night. 1 for the breakfast. Big grin.
Did the
on her
soldiers
face.
not pay you when they came?
No, they said they'd come back and talk to you.
I guess they'll pay you then.
The soldiers are paying? Okay.
Yep.
Fine. Okay. Anyone else?
And I wait till I get my food and everything else. I'm
Okay.
good other than that.
What about you, sweetheart?
I'll have a coffee, darling, and then I'm gonna kind of follow her towards the bar when she goes to grab it, and I kind of pull her aside a little bit, not like pull her, but kind of off to the side and be like, "So, what's with the locks at night? Why all the seems like extra security?"
Yeah, it's force of habit. Me and her face drops a little bit. She's like, me and the ex-husband used to have a bar in the not so nice part of town. It's kind of just been a habit from there. I mean, generally there's always someone down in the bar, so we open the door if people arrive. But I just didn't think anyone else was going to be staying. Hence the reason why you caught me in my night attire.
Well, as long as you're safe, that's all that matters.
Thank you. And there's a big blush and grin at the same time. And she runs off out the back, and she comes back with this mug, coffee. Gives it to you. It's black, smells very much like coffee. And then you watch as this half orc walks out wearing like this cloth rags. He's got a towel over his sort of his shoulder, carrying three plates. Sorry, puts them down on the table for you. Looks like bread. Looks like sort of a stew type concoction. Looks like beef. Vegetables in there. He kind of nods at you and walks off back out the back. No feet. You can hear his feet like plodding on the floor.
Feet. Oh.
No, sorry, no shoes. You hear his feet like plodding on the floor as he walks out.
Yeah.
I'm big like the orc.
Yeah, I dig in.
Same.
Yeah. Okay, we'll tuck in. Tastes quite nice.
Right.
Tastes all right, actually. You know, the beer is good. For those of you who got it, the coffee's all right. Doesn't look like it's the establishment's normal
Right.
order, but they make an okay cup of coffee. Water tastes like water.
Perfect.
You guys tuck in, and I guess that's where we'll leave it.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
If anyone has got anything else they want to do?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay.
So yeah, thanks, Scott.
Yeah.
Thank you, Scott.
My pleasure.
Thanks for not killing us.
It's close.
It was.
It's close.
It was close for some.
You went
if
easy
there was-
on us at the end.
No, if there was one extra player, then I think you'll have all died because there was more people.
I think if there's one extra player, we would have all died because she wouldn't have helped at all.
Yeah.
I trimmed back based on the fact that there was only 3 of you. There was a number more that didn't take the portal in the first instance.
38.
100.
we have to fight them all.
Yeah, I
We
thought
could
it'd be
take
good to give you your first taste, a real taste of the Crimson Lotus and what they're capable of, and an increase
So
in
their
number.
soldiers aren't capable; they just have a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that generally how?
So far. Yeah.
Isn't that generally how these things work?
Yeah.
I'm
Send
thinking-
cannon fodder after cannon fodder, and then
I'm thinking Stormtrooper.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah,
Except these ones can hit.
yeah, these ones could
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
dead.
these guys hit me like 50 times.
I don't know. Like 50-50. Some could hit, some couldn't.
They were low level enemies. There was a lot of them
Yeah.
for you guys to
Yeah.
deal with,
Mhm.
and the fact that they got warned meant that they could approach from different angles, which made it very difficult for you.
Mhm.
If
It's
you'd
just
have
a
been the
good thing
ones,
that Gregor Clegane was one of the people that left, or else he could have been in trouble.
yeah,
Yep.
you're probably right. Actually,
Tall enemies generally just mean dangerous enemies.
he looked big, and he didn't just look tall. He looked big, massive
He's a-
codpiece.
Beefcake.
Okay.
But yes, thank you very much. Check out these guys' channels, everybody. We've got Jordan from TrueFriendsGaming playing
That is
Cain.
me.
We've got ChibiKy Plays, who was playing
Ignis.
Ignis
Ignis.
very briefly. In fact, so briefly that all you saw was a note. And then is now playing Torb Hammerfist. No relation to anyone in Overwatch.
That likes
any
to build
likeness.
turrets.
Any
at all.
likeness is completely coincidental.
Yep.
That's Kyle. And lastly, we've got 25 PlayerTwoInsertCoin. Jesse.
Yeah.
Again, there was lots more that you guys could have done, but Jordan being Jordan and his character meant that you didn't investigate any of those things at the start.
Everybody else could have checked the stuff.
Every single one of the options went out the window because Cain is Cain.
Yeah. And
Pretty much.
What about everybody else though?
Love it.
Yeah, but it was all based on a chest that only you care about.
Yes. It's my chest quest.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It turned out not to be of any interest to you whatsoever.
Yep.
Anyway,
Like
Check out
there.
ScottDogGaming's channel. Our
Oh,
DMs.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
next week, same time, same place.
Yep.
We'll pick
And
it up.
possibly with somebody new. And Kala
Maybe,
hopefully will be
yeah.
back.
yeah.
Fingers crossed. I think how many enemies there'll be then.
Like
85.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
There will be halfway through. There'll be a portal arrive and another 100 pour through.
He's gonna learn to actually limit the number even more, even when we have more people with us.
Well, the funny thing is I was quite worried about managing just numbers of people in terms of the fight. I was quite concerned about.
I think you did a pretty good job,
keeping
actually.
on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was all right. Went all right. It's just a shame they're all useless because you definitely should have died. There you go. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you again soon.
Till next time, everybody. Later.
Bye.
Bye.